Whoa, what happened to him? He's just like me for real. On versus off, health crisis equals no gear. So there are some people defending him in the comment section though and saying what the, real gravity of the situation is from a health status perspective. And in addition to that, it's shocking how many people actually don't understand the difference between lighting, pump, vascular. Even to date, like, it just makes me think certain individuals have not gotten lean ever, or really know what goes into the trickery that is camera angles, lighting, etc. And of course, this is not the difference between just camera lighting, angles, pump, etc. But this guy, give him 2 weeks of training, muscle memory will kick in. See what everyone has to say. With some Coca-Cola, more like that juice will kick in. Steroids memory, more likely. Yeah, muscle memory. Laughing my ass off. Laughing my ass off, crying fucking times 3, bro. I hope that's a joke. Muscle memory doesn't add 20 pounds of muscle in 2 weeks. No, but in 6 to 8 weeks it can. So the guy has undergone a pretty major health disaster, which we'll get into, and then we'll get into, how he lost his physique in a matter of like 2 months, essentially. If you go back on his Instagram, he has, always documented his stomach issues and whatnot, and what he's been doing to try and attenuate it, and, try and minimize the impact it has on his performance, training capacity, etc. Somewhat recently, he had a situation where he had to pull out of a competition. Part 1, well, I guess I'm going to post this now since Flow Grappling specifically asked me not to post anything, etc., etc. Last Wednesday, after hard rounds for my peak, I got home, developed severe body aches and a migraine. I slept almost straight from Wednesday afternoon until Friday night, running a fever while not being able to eat anything, sweating with chills. My fever subsided, basically says all of his symptoms and whatnot, and he had to have IV fluids, and he lost roughly 15 pounds through this process. And this was 14 weeks ago. Everyone's shitting on him. And not everyone, by the way. This is like the haters and the people who otherwise do not appreciate his shit talking are quick to jump on the opportunity when he is down, of course. If his opponent posted the same exact caption, roles were reversed, what would Gordon say? Hey, remember when you were dogging on the Olympian for pulling out of her events? It's almost like you are the pro of it now. Interesting. Somebody said it sounds like fear to me. I'm not a Gordon hater, but I think there was something to be said about Pena fighting after his best friend died and you backing out for a tummy ache. He goes on to elaborate further in another post when he says at length, what his issues are, why he can't compete, etc. But things kind of spiral out of control from there. And he ends up hospitalized, having to undergo significant exposure to antibiotics, which is unfortunate because that's actually, if I recall correctly, what got his stomach into the state it was in initially, where it was kind of like